And we're back. Welcome back to Coffee Morning Laughter. It's your girl Shields.
And Michelle, hey.
Hey. Today is another Saturday, another dollar.
It's a cold Saturday though, Shields. I know you keep on saying it's September, but I don't remember it being this cold.
It's actually not too bad. It's because you got married in September. Did you get married in September?
I got married early, the 1st of September.
Yeah.
Very early September.
And it was a really warm day. But I think September is always like this. I love September. It's
we all know why. Yeah.
My birthday. It is she. No, I love September because obviously it's my birthday, but it's also changing in the season. Mm-hmm. And I think for me, I like the fact that I was born in September because the season's changing. And that means I'm growing. So I'm taking apart, I'm putting together.
It's your New Year's Eve.
Yeah, basically. It's my New Year's Eve. It's lovely. The autumn's coming in, my favourite fashion month. Fashion season. So it's just, everything's great. You know, the fashion Paris weekend is happening, London Fashion Week is happening, everything is happening, New York is on. It's just wonderful. It's September.
No, I didn't get
You know, people don't know about that English, yeah? When you haven't studied in abroad countries.
My bad.
So we're back. And I think this week, this is Michelle's one this week, guys. I'm not going to lie to you, because if you know me quite well. Oh. I'm going to take Michelle's lead on this one. So, Michelle, I'm going to come right to you. How's your week been?
My week's been okay. New job. Started
a new job? Yeah. Well done. Always proud of my bee. Week, I hope my birthday or Christmas presents get better.
Well, we all know how I gift in it, so
oh my God,
if you haven't done your job in trading me well.
Listen, Michelle, just give me a voucher.
I think I did last year.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
No, last year you didn't give me a voucher.
Call me out.
I'm so sorry, but we're gonna fix it. So I like that, But one thing that I have to mention again, I know people have been saying, you guys talked about it. We did have the Queen's funeral, so we had a bank holiday. I remember, guys, when we did the episode for that one, me and Michelle called it, and we said it will be on the 19th.
19th, yeah.
And hey, enjoy that.
I know, and actually, just to say as well, you were right about the Prince William thing. Remember, I was saying, is he going to get a number or anything? And you were like, no, and I'm like, you sure?
Yeah.
But no, he is just Prince of Wales. Sorry,
Prince of Wales. Yeah,
so no numbers.
No numbers involved.
Sheila knows her royalty.
You know when you're royalty. You know royalty.
I didn't call you royalty. Maybe you know you're royalty.
My Jesus knows I'm royalty. But guys, we're back, and obviously in between getting lost with the Queen and the royal family, there was other things going on in the world. Yeah. And before the month is out, before this month is out, and we'll work our way into Black History Month, we wanted to kind of bring to the forefront something that was happening in the background.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying the Queen's passing wasn't major or whatever, but it was overshadowed
massively
by the Queen's passing, because media wasn't really covering it to that. And shout out to is it right for me to say the Black community and their allies?
Yes, I could. Yes, Sheila. Yes.
That words. Yeah. So they came through, but I'm going to hand over to Michelle to kind of give us, guys, what we're going to go through today.
Okay. So basically on, I think it was Monday the 5th of September, there was a young 24-year-old man who was actually fatally shot by the police. He was involved in a police chase, and which resulted in the car being boxed in, his car that he was in, and the police officers fatally shot him. And this happened in South London around, I think, late evening on a Monday.
Whereabouts in South London?
Streatham Hill.
Okay. Stress on the hill.
Yeah. So just to give a bit more, this was a young black man, a 24-year-old man who, no weapons were found when he was shot. There's been a lot of media, and this is what we were saying. So from the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there was a lot of media about it, and then the Queen died on the Thursday.
Yeah, and then it kind of stopped. It got
shut down.
Current news.
Basically.
Yeah, current affairs.
But like Shields said, shout out to members of the Black community and our allies, in that there's been numerous rallies, protests, in all different parts of the UK, Manchester, Birmingham, England. Go on, Shills, London, sorry, go on. Smiling. Oh.
I'm not smiling,
You are smiling.
I'm not smiling, guys.
Let me take a picture of her smiling.
Okay, so, Michelle, what are your views about this incident? Because obviously, what we're talking about, what is the title? What we're titling this?
I don't want to say, is it Chris Kaba, our thoughts, or is it the actions have consequences?
Yeah, do actions have consequences? Now, I'll be honest with you guys, yeah, I haven't taken the time to go through every single piece of social media or look up who Chris Kaba is, yeah? I know he's a black man, I know he was shot, but from what has been said from some of the black community who have been able to come up and speak openly without siding, clearly somebody being killed is wrong. Yeah, regardless of what the situation is, yeah, nobody has the right to take anybody's life. That's my bottom line.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I can't shift from that. Yeah, however, yeah, consequences are always followed. Well, actions have. Well, no, what's the word? What am I saying, Michelle? Yeah, there's consequences to our behaviors or to our actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from my understanding, and I'm pray that I'm corrected if I'm wrong, guys. Yeah, Chris Kaba. Was he also carrying weapons? Was he involved in criminality?
So
was he Mother Teresa's cousin?
Sheila, right. I don't need your 2 pen strokes here. Yeah, I'll tell you that now.
Guys, if you're tuning in, this is a Coffee Morning Laughter, and we do make jokes, even at the serious of the topics. It doesn't mean that we don't care or we don't take about the situation. We're not taking it seriously, but we like to deliver the message with a little bit of laughter on top. So stay with us. Yeah?
Stay with us, please. So I think what's happened is, and I don't know where it's come from, but a lot about Chris's past has been brought up.
It was his present.
Well,
at the time, the car he was driving.
No, so basically, the car that this is how it happened. I've actually read. So the car that he was driving in had been picked up by the cameras, the ANPR.
ARNP.
What is that?
The police something. They would come and take your car.
Yeah, so they recognised the car as being involved in a shooting or a firearms incident. It just said recently. So recently could be yesterday. Recently could be last week. It just said recently. Yeah.
Okay.
And from what I've seen on the news as well, it was brought to light that Chris had been arrested, and he had been to prison, actually, I believe, for a firearms offence. Didn't say he shot anybody. It just said a firearms offence. So back in 2018, he was charged, and I don't know when he was found guilty. I don't know the length of the sentence he received. Yeah. But he was, and this is on the news.
I want to actually understand all these things. So if anybody has light on these things, can you bring them to the forefront so we can discuss them?
My issue is, though, despite all of his history, good, the bad, the ugly, he was a 24-year-old man. And I won't even bring race into it yet. But he was a 24-year-old man who didn't have a gun. He was actually expecting a child as well. His partner, or a lady, is said to be expecting. So he was a father-to-be, unarmed man who was shot dead by the police. That's not okay.
Okay, let's put it into context, because gun crime in the UK is there. Oh, is it police brutality?
Yeah.
That's the correct English, yeah? Okay, I hope I've got this name right. And again, guys, please understand where I'm coming from here, I don't believe in anybody taking anybody's life. However, the circumstance here is you're being chased by the police in a marked vehicle. Your history reads as such. And I want to compare it to the likes of Breonna Taylor in America. Is it Trayvon? That little boy who was wearing the hoodie that was shot. Innocent bystander. Hasn't got a history, hasn't been involved in any kind of criminality. I'm not saying it makes it right, but we're looking at 2 different circumstances here.
We're not.
I think, to be honest with you, Trey, who was walking home, I don't know how old he was.
He was shot by the Hispanic man. I forgot the man. He wasn't even shot by the police.
When I look at the gun crime in America, I feel like, oh my God, like, guys, these people were quite innocent. That Breonna Taylor story, I think they run into her house and then blah, blah, blah. They were looking for somebody, and then they shot her. They shot the place up, and she happened to be there, And, that's really sad. And I'm not saying Kaba's death isn't, because anybody's death, anybody passing, especially before their time, is even, it's a worse of pain. However, guys, our lifestyles matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not saying, Michelle, I feel, I can't even say this on air.
They don't.
Yeah, because Michelle,
They don't.
I don't know if Michelle's going to allow me to say it, I'm going to say it because I can't pretend I am who I am, I feel Michelle goes hard for black men because she didn't marry a black man.
No, I go hard for black men because I've got black brothers, and I've got sons that are going to be, even though they're mixed race, they're going to be deemed as black.
Michelle,
that's why I go hard.
I'm telling you now,
brothers, I've got
those
4
boys are my god kids, they're my godsons, but I'm promising you now, unless you want to take the title of godmam away from me today, you can do it in front of these people. I will not let them boys believe,
never.
I would not let them believe that if you want to be a gangster or live in a gangster way, that gangster might not happen to you.
I get that.
Because
no. Okay, but what you just said there is gangster stuff might not happen to you. So are you saying being shot dead by the police is gangster stuff?
In this occasion,
because and this is my
the police is the biggest gangsters out there.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. But they're illegal. It's wrong. The police's job is to protect and serve.
Michelle,
what were they protecting and serving when he didn't have a gun? He was an unarmed
we don't
man.
know that, and they don't know that.
Matter.
Yeah,
two wrongs.
They were chasing him.
Okay, right.
Can I just say? Let's put this in context. And I've heard people say this already. The fact of the matter is, if we live by the sword or the gun, whatever life you're living in, you might die by that. Remember when we were kids, and they're teaching us about knife crimes or whatever, they used to say, don't carry a knife because
you're more likely to carry a knife, you're more likely to get stabbed.
Don't carry a knife because it'll either be used on you or you'll have to use it on somebody,
Yep.
That's still the same thing. No. And here's what I'm saying to you, Michelle, please close your eyes and travel this with me. And listeners, please close your eyes and hear this, Okay, I'm the police officer. I've known that this person has been in prison for carrying weapons, This car that he's driving, it's wanted for weapons, whatever. It's linked to gun violence, whatever. We've been fighting a battle in the UK for gun violence for so long, So now this person is now being chased by the police. I'm the officer, I've got my family at home or whatever. I'm chasing. We now narrow him down into a corner. What in my mind isn't thinking, if this guy comes out of the car, he's not going to come out with guns blazing, because he might just do that. And I'm allowed to shoot if I feel like I'm in danger, no?
No.
Hey.
Let me stop you there.
I know, my training wasn't in the police academy, it was in the Uganda academy. So
No. Shills, you talked about training. The police are trained to protect and serve, not to shoot and kill.
I understand.
Even if, number one, he didn't even have a gun. He did not have a gun.
How am I meant to know that?
Well, that's part of your training. That's part of your training.
And the fact of the matter is, if you know you're a criminal, and you can get killed, why not stop the car chase? Because why are you running for?
Okay, but Shills, even in this
why,
story,
if you're not guilty, why are you running?
With this guy, the way he was actually boxed in, so the police, he'd crashed, they'd boxed him in, so that means he had no way out.
He could still have a gun.
But he could have. But the reality is he didn't. And the reality is the police, you're trained, all these special arms, you got to do a license, you got to do special training. They could have shot to disarm, even if he had a gun.
Fair enough.
In this case, he didn't even have a gun.
But they didn't know, Michelle, what you're failing to understand.
That's part of their training. That's part of their training.
To be psychics.
Yes. Yes.
Hey!
To hold their nerve.
To be psychics. To know that, if it pulls out in that car, he might not have a gun.
Yes.
Taking a risk, mate.
Because as well, as it stands right now, the family of Chris Kaba, they're demanding to see the video.
Okay, I want to see the video too.
And they're not releasing it.
Okay, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, they're not releasing it. But the reality is, if he had a gun, my stance probably would change a bit more, because I would say, okay, there's a real threat to life here, guys. We've seen it. He could shoot anybody. He could shoot himself. He could shoot innocent bystanders, or even the police. I would get it. But I don't understand. So he didn't have a gun.
I don't understand. Let me take you right back. Remember showing it now. Back in the day, when we used to drive without licenses. Remember them days? Michelle, you can't say you didn't, because I know at uni when you bought
I only had about 2 months.
No, Michelle, when you bought that first car, guys, if I ever tell you about Michelle's first car.
Leave my car out of this.
Hey, what happened to that car? Michelle held that car for like what?
I think for like 7 years.
7 years. Even once you got a real job,
No,
you're still
2009.
that grey silver Peugeot, boy.
20, yeah, about 7 years, about 2013,
So
14.
okay, remember back in the day, yeah, some of us who have been in this UK for a long enough, yeah, we used to drive without licenses, yeah, and sometimes on that unfortunate evening, yeah, or morning when you're going somewhere, yeah, you get the little whoop whoop. You see the police behind you, yeah. Do you accelerate? Yeah.
Well, you stop and play it cool.
You stop, yeah, and you're like, you know what, yeah, like
You got me.
You got me. Here I am, yeah, exactly like, yeah. Well, Mr. Officer. That's it. But now you want to do pressing the pedal. What?
It doesn't matter.
Even Jay-Z in 99 Problems, yeah, he stopped when the police pulled him over.
Do you know what it is? And I said this. I feel that you are really, or not even just you, because Shields isn't the only one that is sharing these views, and that's the honest.
Yeah, a lot of black people are sharing these
and
views.
I'm confused because for me, you're victim blaming. That's what you're doing. You're saying because of his lifestyle, because of this, the police. So you're saying, was it okay for them to shoot him? No.
No, it's not alright to shoot him.
That's good.
However,
why does it? Where's the however?
However, yeah, if you are known to be a criminal act,
yes,
yeah, you're in the police station wanted.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're chasing you, or we signal that you need to pull over, and you step on the pedal and keep going. It's now a chase.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Michelle.
Yeah, two wrongs.
Why couldn't he think that?
Because I don't know.
Listen,
but two wrongs.
The thing
he
is,
was in the wrong.
Let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson to young people that want to be gangsters and wearing super dry and tracksuits.
And
yeah.
Levi's. Shields is wearing all Levi's.
Yeah, I'm a gangster for Levi. Actually, show you actually out of order. Yeah, taking a big out of my life. Yeah, this was actually brought. This was actually brought for me by Lily Kay. So I gotta wear it. Like, yeah, I've had it for about a year sitting there. I love it. But no, honestly, guys, yeah, I'm very much of the fact of okay. I said to Michelle a story about somebody who's close to me. Yeah, yeah. This person came. Told us, yeah, that the police had been chasing him the night before. Not the police, sorry. People were chasing him and they were shooting at him, blah, 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 blah. I said, hey, and you're sitting here with us. What are you doing in our presence? What if those people that are chasing you are coming for us? I'm very much of the mind, I'm very much of the life from the school of thought of, yeah, if you want to be living a gangster life, yeah, live it far from society. Go and be with your friends who want to be gangsters, yeah. Now, I feel bad for Kaba because his life was cut short. I don't know what led Kaba to have this lifestyle. Yeah, I don't know what his upbringing was, but we've got to look at the homes our kids are coming from. Yeah, we've got to look at the associations that they're associating with. It's so fair and good for us to go and protest and match, yeah, and be like, oh, you know what, Black Lives Matter, black boys are not getting the best benefits of it, or blah, blah, blah. We need to do better with the police. We need to do education. But you know what, yeah, for us as black people, we need to actually take on the education and act it out. Because if you now, Kaba, I'm so sorry, wherever you are, yeah, and I hope you made it to heaven because God is gracious, yeah. But if we can't stop and think, these are my actions and this could be the outcome of my action. What? How many times, yeah, are we gonna go up and march and protest, yeah, and say this and that? This could be my cousin, this could be my brother, this could be my godson, this could be my god, this and that. If we're saying all that talk, yeah, let's back it up. Let's let black boys know, or even black girls, yeah, that carrying a weapon, yeah, isn't the way forward. Don't do it.
Shills, it was a great speech. I swear to God, it was so great. However, he wasn't carrying a weapon. However, the matter is background.
I'm going to get this clip, yeah. I'm going to get a clip.
The police do not have a right to shoot people and kill people.
I'm going to get a clip, yeah. I'm going to get
wrongs. Do not make a right.
I'm going to get a clip from somebody that is respected on the streets and on the podcast world, yeah, who made a really important statement. He said, don't carry a weapon or don't carry a gun, whatever you people call it in the gangster world, yeah, on a Monday, and when you get shot with it by a Tuesday, be crying.
No, because it's not the police's. There's two separate things. We're talking about his lifestyle that wasn't great. That was a risk to other people.
In a nice way, babes, yeah. His lifestyle was risky to other people because why did he get arrested for having whatever before?
No, I said it wasn't great. No, I get it. It wasn't great.
So if the police shot him, he might be a threat to somebody else.
But he didn't have. Why did they shoot him?
Maybe that day he forgot the gun at home, but maybe the other day.
Why did they shoot him this day?
They felt it was dangerous. They didn't have time.
Based on history,
Michelle,
they didn't have have time? Why didn't they have time? As part of their training, they should have time.
Listen, yeah.
We don't just go in and just take children's out. We don't go into families' homes,
please,
and just take their
continue
children.
that one.
We don't
continue that one
without assessment, without due
continue that one
without due information. We don't do it.
I agree with that. However,
I hate that, however.
Yeah. However, here's the protocol. If we get a referral from somebody raising concern about how you're caring for your child, and we try to engage you, yeah, and you're not engaging with us, yeah, we take steps to the next level.
Nope, dependent on the level of risk. You risk assess. You risk assess.
This
guy, you go to court, you can try to go to court for EPO.
Let me come. Yeah, you risk assess. We'll take it to conference because you know what, yeah, we're trying to engage this parent. These are the level of concerns that we have, yeah. This child has not been to the doctors and this child maybe has an illness, blah, blah, blah.
I love that process. Yeah. You see that as a process.
This is the process. Now, here we go, yeah? The police in this incident didn't have time to do all them processes.
Why not?
Why not? Because you know what? This guy has a history of...
What, shooting at the police?
He has a history of carrying guns and gun crime. He was even arrested for gun crimes. Listen, and then now he's been identified in a marked car that was linked to guns and whatever 2 weeks ago or recently, as Michelle said, yeah.
Right,
so now we've put the sirens on to say, can you pull over, Mister, please? Mr. Kaba has decided to say, no, today's the day that I press the pedal and continue. The police are going to press the pedal and continue and chase you.
They can chase him.
Yeah,
they can
chase
him.
So now they don't know what's he going to come out with in that car.
Yeah. And even if he did come out with a gun, why not shoot to disarm?
Listen,
you know the Lee Rigby killers.
The
Lee Rigby killers.
Why did they shoot him?
How come they didn't kill? How come they didn't kill the?
Why did they shoot him?
I don't know. I think it might have been the chest. I don't know.
Listen, yeah.
How come they didn't kill the Lee Rigby killers?
Let me get you. Yeah.
How come they didn't kill them?
I'm not there for the Rigby killer. I don't even know who the Rigby.
The two Lee Rigby killers were these two black men in Woolwich that obviously they fatally stabbed Lee Rigby, the fusilier, the army person. They stabbed him to death. It was horrendous. But the police arrived, armed police. But how come they didn't kill him? The reality is the police are trained to do a job and they're not doing their job properly. And yes, we talk about all Chris's history, all the potential wrong he did, all the risk he even posed, what have you. But it doesn't, two wrongs do not make a right. It doesn't matter. The police are to protect and serve. That's the oath they take. Where were they protecting? Where were they serving?
I think they were protecting the greater public.
From what?
From a person who could be actually dangerous.
What you said is could be. Not was. Could be.
As far as they're concerned. You see, the thing is, yeah, we'll go by our records. At the end of the day, yeah, it's really sad what happened to this young black man. Yeah, and maybe I agree with people saying we need to make a difference and things need to change. However, yeah, I'm black and I'm proud to be black. Yeah, but I've got to be able to say to myself, we haven't got it right 100%.
But that's not what we're talking about.
No, but Michelle,
that's not
you want to put the blame on the police. Because
they shouldn't have killed him. It's unlawful murder. They shouldn't have killed him.
So what do you want them to do about it? Not protect the world?
I don't know what they need to do, but they need to not be shooting people.
Listen, guys,
they need to not.
Me and Michelle, I'm not going to agree on this one. We're not going to agree on this one because Michelle wants to always be in the black leader.
I'm not even the black leader.
She wants to be
really not
today's Malcolm X.
I'm really not. You know what it is? I spoke to a friend who works with the police, and it was really funny because I'm in a group chat and there was 3 of us, and I was just like, listen, what's going on here? And what she said was, oh, well, did you know that police officers get shot at basically more than we know? Because I said I would sort of understand.
Facts.
Well, I don't know if I believe
that's like social workers get killed on the jobs.
Yep. But when we get killed, they put it in the news. When did we last hear a police officer was shot?
I hear it all the time.
Where?
Police.com.
What police.com?
Look at it.
I will.
Michelle,
I will. I've never heard of police.com.
You tell the people during the week when you find it. Yeah?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. But what she said was, oh, police officers get shot. They just don't report it in the news. I didn't believe this.
I believe it.
Why would they not report it in the news? Because to be fair, if I heard police officers got shot on a regular, that would even make me feel, okay, do you know what? They genuinely feared for their life. But for me, I don't know the last time you heard a police officer getting shot.
What's that show that we use? Line of Duty.
Yes.
At the end of the day, yeah, if the police officers didn't get shot on the jobs, yeah, there won't be compensation for dying in the line of duty.
Yes, but when did you last hear a police officer getting shot in this country, in this London?
On the line of duty.
Line of duty is not. It's not real life, Shield.
It's definitely.
If this, and then you want to abuse my standards.
Imagine,
you're here
yeah,
telling me line of duty.
Yeah, line of duty.
6-part series. Not even
Actually,
ongoing. Like
yeah, listen, don't cast that show because people love it.
Line of duty.
Yeah.
I do.
But all I'm saying, that my opinions are going to say my opinions. Yeah. At the end of the day, actions have consequences. That's how I'm putting it down to. I'm not saying that, it was right for this young man his life to be taken. However, if this man was white, Indian, whatever the different cultures are, yeah, I would still be saying, listen, you have not been living in the best example that you can be living in. Yeah, your lifestyle.
2 wrongs don't make a right.
Michelle,
his lifestyle. We get it. I get it.
Okay, let me put this to you. Yeah, let me put this to you. There's been parents here, or people that listen to this, yeah, or even just normal people, yeah, that their kids have been shot by criminals, yeah. What we do know is, yeah, this young man was arrested for a gun crime incident, 2018. He's still affiliated with whatever. Potentially. So basically, the car he was in has an affiliation with a gun crime that happened recently.
Yep.
So everything that's showing up here shows that he is somehow involved in this world.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially.
So
it's an allegation.
God forbid, yeah, this same guy now comes into your area, your neighborhood, and one of your family members falls a victim to his happy trigger fingers.
Who said he's trigger fingers? These are all assumptions.
Those are assumptions, yeah.
They're all assumptions.
Yeah, because the police assume that. Well,
they can't assume. You can't kill someone based on an assumption.
Listen,
that's what they've done.
I don't think they planned to kill him.
No, they didn't, but they did. And what I'm thinking,
they didn't plan to kill him. They didn't say today.
They didn't.
That officer didn't wake up and be like, today I'm going to go and kill somebody.
But they did. So what do they need? And the good news is, to be fair, they police or the investigations team, the IOPC or whatever it is. They've said that they're opening an investigation. Yeah. Don't roll your eyes. Yeah.
I'm not. Public uses money.
So they shouldn't investigate. They said it's a murder. They said it's a homicide investigation. It's a murder investigation.
Because
because he murdered him. He killed him. He was an unarmed person. Yeah, and they killed him. Yeah. But what was interesting was this, and this was maybe about about a week before the funeral.
Yeah.
The firearms officers said, we're going to put down our guns because the shooter, the police officer, was suspended, and they didn't agree. So they said they're going to put down their guns because they want to support their mate.
Well, if they want to support their mate, knowing that he was in the line of duty and he had to act fast.
It's not acting fast. You don't act fast and kill people.
Listen,
That's not an excuse. I'm not saying his life.
I get it, yeah, but Michelle, at the end of the day,
how is this going to build relationships between the police and the black community?
I'm telling you this now, yeah. As a black people, I don't know everything about blacks, yeah, but for me, I'm saying to black people, let's do better for ourselves. Because at the end of the day, yeah, if you feel the police, we don't have a good relationship with the police, yeah, let us police ourselves so that the police doesn't have to come to police us.
Okay, and that's what they do within the Jewish society. I don't know if you've heard about. They have their own patrols. They have their own schools and their own police patrols.
Yeah, because if we know, the police is not for us, FUBU, for us by us, let's police ourselves.
I hear that, and I think that is an option.
And I think we need to do that, because then at least that way, when we're standing up in court or when we're fighting such topics like this, this is not the point of debate. Did he deserve it? Did he not? Because you know what? We've been policing ourselves properly.
This is the only thing I can agree with in this whole thing that you said today.
Listen,
This is the only thing I like. Everything else, trash.
They'll call it trash,
That's the only thing I like.
They call Jesus' ministry trash. No, but that's the only thing. I think for me, I'm from a school where I take responsibility for my actions.
Yes. So will the police take responsibility for theirs?
Listen, they're not from my school. We don't carry the same thing here. That's the honest truth. Well, I'm speaking about them not there, innit? We don't come from the same bloodline like that, So I have to be able to understand, if we're going to talk the truth, and say, okay, the police is our enemy, let me treat you like how I'll treat my enemy, I protect myself from my enemy, so my enemy can't catch me slipping. Yeah. So if I know that the police is out to get me at any given corner, I'm gonna be clean. Yeah, so that there's no reason. So when my people stand up to fight for me, they're fighting for me with all truth and all honesty, because in our communities we're doing the right things. And now it's not up to the religious leaders, it's not up to the people, because I know there's people in the community, yeah, that are hard and are going hard for our young black men, yeah, or our young black girls, yeah. But guys, yeah, young black men, young black girls, it's up to us to make that change, because your pastor or your community leader talking to you, saying to you, put the weapons down, whatever, they can't do anything if you're not going to change. Yeah, they can't do anything if you're not going to change. We can't keep going up to doing rallies in London, yeah. Even, I hate to use this word, yeah, even the whites are going to start laughing at us.
Well,
to be like, yeah, they're going to continue to be like, these not again. They've shot themselves and now they're back.
But it's too, for
but
me,
do you understand what I mean though, yeah?
I liked a lot of what you said.
Because think about it, babes, yeah? Gun crime is high in our area. I've got to give you the statistics, yeah? I'm sure, I'm going to try and, we make up 3% of the UK, yeah? Now, the gun crime, yeah? No. We as a community, like black people, 3% of the UK, yeah? I think white Caucasians make up a number like 8 or 9%. And then the rest of it was Asian, yeah. But the statistics that came back, and I hope I'm right on this. I'm trying to remember, because I read a lot of stuff and I watch a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's 2 minutes going on in my head. But they said that the gun crime for black people is at 9% or 10%, something like that.
So it's disproportionate to
the amount of people that are at. The white people is at 64%. Remember, they make up 8 or 9%.
So it makes sense, yeah.
So, but not even that. It's even lower than their number. We're higher than our number. Does that make sense?
Think,
yeah? We need to do better, guys.
I think, and I don't want to go all deep and social worky and stuff, yeah?
Social work.
But when we're looking at the gun crime and crime in general, it doesn't just stem from nowhere. And I'm not blaming the white man for our issues, but when we look at inequality,
the boroughs you're living in,
institutional racism,
I agree with all that stuff.
Yeah, so in terms of all of those factors will come into play when we look at the causes for our poverty, for our mental health, for our access to education, access to health, all of that kind of plays.
I agree with all of that, and I'm not putting it aside. Yeah, I agree with it. Yeah, but listen, yeah. I haven't had the nicest life, yeah, but I'm not carrying a gun and I'm not carrying a knife.
Okay.
That's the truth. Yeah. No.
So do you think police need better training?
Absolutely. We all need better training.
No.
She's going to say to me, don't be a politician.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. Boris Johnson, is that you there? Take off your wig.
Listen, yeah, just call it SB. Yeah. But I just think we all need better training. Just like the same emphasis I put on the black community and us equipping ourselves and being better, yeah, I believe the same needs to happen for the police. Yeah, I believe that police need to be educated on how to go forward, yeah. I don't believe if you're racist, you have an issue about classism, racism and all that stuff, yeah, or culture, whatever, you shouldn't be in the police force.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can't see past your own colour or your own tribe or whatever, you shouldn't be part of certain services. Facts.
Yeah.
Like, don't be a part of it. If you're a racist, if you're a sexist, if you're anything, yeah, that discriminates against another person.
Fair enough. I don't even know. Like I said, what I'm trying not to do, especially with this Chris Kaba situation, I don't even want to talk, and I know some people, the allies and some black people may not even agree. I don't even want to talk about that it was an unarmed black man. Yes, that's what he is. But for me, it's about, you said it, you named it, about police brutality. Yeah. Obviously, I think it's more disproportionate amongst the black and ethnic communities. And you said it again about the police being a gang.
Yeah.
You know, they're a gang with rules that they think only, my opinion, that only benefit them.
Yeah.
They feel that they're untouchable.
Yeah.
They feel that actually it's okay for you to slap and and torture and disrespect and swear and push and drag.
I don't agree with any.
We've seen it in the Sarah Everard marches, even when they were doing to the white girls, you know, the pretty princesses. You know, the way that they were treating them, it was disgusting. You know, so it's something for me about the police officers and their this, I don't know, they put on
Their
that uniform
approach.
and they just think that they're untouchable.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with that. And I would say what Michelle was saying, like, this is why I'm sure we're going to have more conversations around.
I would love to get a police officer.
You're on.
Please.
Come on, constable.
Even if we wanted a secret police officer. Someone that didn't wanted to be anonymous.
So we'll change your voiceover.
Yeah,
so that we can know.
I would love to speak to a police officer.
I think for me, it's one of those things where the police are the police. Yeah, and they live by this thing where they're a cut above the rest, but they're not. Yeah,
not.
Because you know what? Yeah, it's one of those things where you put this uniform on, and the uniform has to represent something. Yeah, if you can't do the job, don't be in the community. Yeah, there are some great police officers out there. I've met some great ones, especially with the field that we work in. Michelle,
I'm not a fan of the police. I don't care. I'll make it very known.
So why don't you go and join Dr. Dre?
If you know, then you know it. If you don't know, you're too young for us, man.
So I had to say
NWA.
That's the politest way I can put it, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I'm so fed up of these lot.
I don't care. I'm not a fan.
Listen, I know I've met police officers that do a great job, yeah? I've met police officers that have the exact same values that possibly me and Michelle have, yeah? In terms of people being effective in their communities, yeah? But then again, I've noticed officers that are a little bit like, you're going a bit too hard for this woman. Like, I've seen things in my work where it's like, some police officers would like really criticize like a parent or a service user who doesn't speak English. And I'm like, hang on a minute.
Hold on, slow down.
Or when police officers go in to speak to our parents, yeah, the first question I always ask, did you get an interpreter?
Yeah.
Before you put the statement in.
Yeah.
Because when I've gone in to speak to this parent with an interpreter, I'm getting different...
information.
The information's contradicting what you put in this report. And I'm leaning towards what this parent's saying.
100%.
Yeah. So it's kind of like things like that. If you're going to do the job well. However, guys, yeah, my ending note is consequences. Actions have consequences.
Not to the point where police could kill you.
Well, you don't tempt it and reach that far. So you have to find out, and then whatever gates you end up at, and they're welcoming you. Yeah, no. Don't tempt it. Kids, stay away from drugs.
Can I end? Can I do my ending?
Do your ending.
My ending is, I think this topic is the most one where me and Shills have polar opposites. You dropped some gems, in my opinion, some gems. I love what you said about, black people rising up and policing ourselves. There's things that we're not doing to help ourselves. The wall of silence. When things do happen and nobody wants to be a snitch. But actually, something needs to change, because what we're doing now isn't really working. Knife crime, gun crime, it's all getting worse. However, that still doesn't give any police officer, any person in authority, the right to take a life. And you started off with that. You started well, and then you went downhill for me, and then you came back up. Yeah, Shills.
I'm the people's people.
You're not.
You're advocate.
Not
Not the devil's advocate, just advocate.
Just an advocate. No, just an advocate. But I just think there's two separate things. I guess, Chris, the lifestyle, and it's all allegations.
Where's it from, by the way, originally? What's his background?
I don't know.
Kaba sounds like a Sierra Leone name.
Yeah, it was. I did read it somewhere. It wasn't like... Was it Ghanaian? No.
No, it might be Sierra Leone. Kaba, for me, I've always just heard it as Sierra Leone.
No.
But I'm just thinking to myself, Michelle, I agree with what you've said. And, on this note, to end it, guys, I think we need to get some information from... there is a gun program that led by the black community. I forget the name, but I think we'll reach out to them and try and get them on the show to try and maybe a representative from there to try and talk to us. Yeah, so we're going to reach out to you guys and see if we can get this conversation moving and keep it going. Simply because I know on the podcast we do 1 week of something and we'll move on, yeah. But we normally have the blogs as well. So guys, if you want to read on the blogs and if you want to be signposted to aftercare as well, that would be on the blogs as well. So try and catch the blogs on coffeemorninglaughter.com. Every Wednesday, a blog comes out for every episode that we show. Like, share, subscribe, and it'll be really, really good if you guys can leave a comment on whatever platform you've listened to the podcast from, because we want to know your thoughts. We really want to know your thoughts, and we will respond back to everybody that writes in. Yeah, if you write to Michelle, if you write to myself, if you're any anywhere you listen to, just write in and we can actually respond and have a conversation, because it's one that keeps on going behind the scenes as well, okay?
Definitely.
So on that note, have a great Saturday. If the police is behind you, please pull over. But if you're Michelle, just stop on the pedal and go.
Ignore her. I want to just slap her for you, man. I'll do it, you know.
Listen, I'll pull you over whenever the police stop me, because you know what? I know what my reflection looks like. On that note, have a great Saturday.
Take care, guys.